Okay, how did I meet my boyfriend? Let's get into it. So I lived in Charleston, South Carolina, and I worked at this bar, lounge, club place. It was called Ritual. Google it. Super cool spot. One of my best friends actually owns it. So me and all my friends worked there really quickly, crazy. It was only my second week at work, and I really didn't want to work every single weekend. I wanted to work 1 week on, 1 week off because I was 23, I was young. I still wanted to go out and have like a social life. And they put me on schedule for week 2. And I was like, I really want to get off. So I tried everything in my power to get off of work this weekend, and literally just nothing was working out. So as I'm on my way to work, my manager texted me and she was like, Liam Payne from One Direction is here. And I literally was like, what? She was like, you're going to be taking care of him tonight. So there he was outside eating his food, and I had to approach him, and I was like pretty much freaking out. So when I first approached him, I actually got nervous, and I like turned around and I went behind the bar. I like walked up halfway and then stopped and then turned around. And I guess we kind of made like awkward eye contact for a second. And it's so funny now that we talk about it, because he literally said to Connor, he was like, oh my God, did you just see that girl walking over here? Like, I'm not leaving this bar until I get her number. Literally, what are the odds? Then like 2 minutes later, I end up coming back around and I'm like, hey. He literally was like, is there any way I could get a table inside? But I'm not going to be drinking, so I might just get Red Bulls and water. And I was like, oh, we have Fiji water. We can hook that up for you. So he's literally sitting inside drinking Red Bulls and Fiji. And I like didn't think anything of it, honestly. I just thought he was like really overly friendly. So I just like I didn't think he was flirting with me whatsoever. So I was like, talking to him, and every single time I'd come to the table to check up on him, he would like be like, oh, sit down. Like, like he would like make conversation with me, but I thought he was just being like friendly. Obviously I have family in London, and I was like, oh yeah, like I visit London like every so often, like I'm planning on actually going like relatively soon to go see my cousin, blah blah blah. And he was like, oh well, I would love to be your tour guide when you come. And I was like, okay, now I'm starting to pick up the sense that you are flirting with me. He asked for my number, and it's so funny because I didn't realize you have to put the like +1, because I'm from obviously America, so you have to put the like +1. So I just put my area code, the 201. And he literally tried texting me, and like it kept going green, not delivered. He literally thought that I put the wrong number in, as if I like wasn't interested. So he was like literally like freaking out all night. Then he realized like, oh my God, wait, she forgot to put the +1. And then obviously it went through. The craziest part is like I never let my phone die. I normally always plug my phone in before bed, but that night I actually didn't plug my phone in before bed, so it died. When I woke up in the morning, it was dead. And he also thought that once he finally got the number to go through, he thought I blocked him because it didn't say delivered. So he was like, oh my God, like she blocked me. The next morning I texted him and I was like, hey, like, so sorry, like, for getting back to you so late. How are you doing? What time is your flight back to England? Because he was supposed to go to England that same day. And then he was like, oh, before I like leave for the airport, because it's a night flight, I can like come and see you for lunch. So we had lunch. It went really well. And then we went bowling after, which was kind of cute. There was a bowling alley next door. And then after that, we went on a ghost tour. So we basically had like one of our first dates in a graveyard. I missed the part where he ended up extending his flight by 1 more day. Sorry. Anyway, so he extended his flight, and then he ended up extending again the next day. So he ended up staying in Charleston for 3 days past his like original flight. I guess he really must have liked Charleston. And that's pretty much the story of how we met. I mean, the story continues, but we can continue that for another day. But literally, everything happens for a reason. Don't try to get off work because you want to go to a party, because you never know. You could possibly go meet your future husband.